Okay, let's go ahead and do this week's meals based off of my macros. Rice cakes for the win for my carbs. It's just easier, and I love the butter popcorn flavored rice cakes. I will have 2 Laughing Cows between the 6 rice cakes. Meal 1 is 4 ounces of 96% ground chicken with 50 grams of green beans, and then some G-Hughes sweet honey barbecue sauce, and then some of that Southwest mustard. Meal 2, that's meal 1. Meal 2 is 3 ounces of 96% ground beef, 30 grams of fat-free cheese, fresh spinach, fresh tomatoes, and then I'm gonna put this salsa and green chili sauce with it. And then I'll have 1 rice cake. This will have 2 rice cakes. This is meal 3 lunch, which is 5 ounces of chicken, fresh spinach, fresh cabbage, 3 rice cakes. Meal 4 is 3 ounces of chicken, green beans, tomatoes, and then for my snack attack moments, I will have cucumbers, and I have these 2 sugar-free jellos, and then of course dinner is barramundi and asparagus. Houston, we may have a problem. I think I might not have headphones, and this is problematic for a multitude of reasons. The main reason being I got fucking 55 minutes worth of cardio, and they have been charged in over a week. Okay. They in here now, whether they charged might be the other issue. My day is going great, guys. Great. I had an appointment today, and it's been scheduled for like 2 weeks, and I've been so anxious about it and nervous, and I had it this morning at 7 a.m. and all I can say is, man, I'm glad that's over. So y'all know the drill. We are headed to round 2. Okay, y'all. I feel so much better. So I just, come on. No, so I just told Justin, well, he just texted, was like, hola. And so I just left a voice message and was like, listen, I was in Vegas for 5 days, definitely fucked around, came back 3 pounds up, did all my cardio and then some, ate my meals, got all the steps, but my plan was just to be 137.6 by the time I check in with you in person Saturday. And so he said, thank you for letting me know. We got this, because he already know your girl is going to do the most. I ain't even telling him how much cardio I'm doing. Don't worry about the details, sir. We're going to get it done. So I feel so much better. He said, just check in Wednesday. Done and done, which was my plan anyway, because, well, not to check in with him, but to kind of check in with myself. Hopefully I'll be down to 149 by then. But also, so the clip right before this was the herbal laxative tea that I like to use. So this is the first time since doing that NO supplement stack that I did not go to the bathroom this morning. So therefore, my weight was still 141.0. I didn't use the bathroom. So I'm pretty sure I'm at least 140, back to my pre-cheat weight. So I'm taking the tea so that I can go to the bathroom in the morning and we can have a better idea of like really where I'm at. I'm feeling good, I'm looking good, so I'm not really worried. All right, I have, oh God, my arm. So I have 55 minutes of cardio. I added 5 minutes to this morning session. So I'm gonna do 25 on the bike, 30 on the elliptical. Hey, good people. So we are done with cardio, round 2 that is. So remember how I told y'all we are at that point in prep where just the most basic adulting task was just too much, especially now that I'm paying the piper, my God. So I've said how much I hate a dirty car. Like, it disturbs my soul. Like, I really hate a dirty car. And I haven't washed Majesty since we got back from Vegas and it rained and then blah, blah, blah. So she's filthy. But I also have to do another round of cardio when I get home on the elliptical. That's a lot. That's just really, again, I ain't gotta physically get out and do shit, but just pull up. I actually am going to at least slow down, peek in there and see if it's too many people in line. If not, then I'm gonna have to get Majesty washed, because this is just a goddamn shame. Like, who raised me? And as long as there's no more than 2 cars in line, I'll let them wash Majesty. But I finished my water. I like to get to the 5 p.m. mark on my water, and I did. So that means I get to have the ginger ale with the cherry splash drink with my lunch, because this lunch is pretty ridiculous and stupid, so I don't really enjoy it. So that drink helps. And I do have some sugar-free Jell-O for dessert with it. But I do get 3 rice cakes with 2 Laughing Cows with it. So I finagled that into my macros this week. So it's only 3 grams of fat. So that I'm looking forward to. But yeah. So anywho, that's all for now.
I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make a dollar. That ain't gonna stop me, cause my grind's contagious. I'll do what it takes to turn passion to paychecks. And if I go down, I'ma do it on my terms. And every single problem brings a lesson that I learned. The darkest nights, when things seem so broken, it's hard to shine, but I still try. I'll be the last one left when the lights go out. I'm down to one last breath, but I can't.
Hey, good people. So we are done and headed home from work, and we are not doing anything other than as soon as I get home, I'm getting my butt on that elliptical, and we are doing the cardio. In the clothes as I stand, I ain't got time for no extras, or it's just not gonna happen. Now this is the icing on the cake because of my foolishness that I caused. Ooh, these potholes. This is me still paying the piper. So I drink my tea, so hopefully I will go to the bathroom in the morning and we will just see what it is. I have a feeling I'm going to be 139.6 or 140.2. Irregardless, whatever I am tomorrow, I'm still going to push through and do the extra 30 minutes of cardio when I get home on the elliptical for, what is this, Monday, Tuesday, and then we'll see what I wake up on Wednesday, and check in with Justin and ask him, I'll find out then if he wants me to continue, because I do like whatever. So yeah, I'll keep y'all posted. This is what I wanted to talk to y'all about. So most of you here know I've been competing for forever and a day, and like anybody, whether you've been competing for 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, 92 years, whatever, each prep most likely gets more difficult. The diet gets tighter. It takes less to do more. The cardio is higher. And really the only way to reset those receptors, all the receptors, hormonally, physically, all the things, is to take a significant amount of time off. Now, that's different for everybody, and that is also different in relation to how long you've been competing. I've been competing for a very long time. So in order for me to like really reset my receptors, all of them, I kind of have to take almost 2 years off. And so the 2 times I've taken the 2 years off was the best comeback, like the first 2 or 3 shows of that season. And so that's how, another reason why I know I have to take some significant amount of time off. Clearly I'm probably not going to do that, but I'm just saying I should. So with that being said, prep brain, what was my point? So right now, what I really hate about prep, probably has been this case for like the last 3 years, is again, everything is 10 times fold because I've been competing so long. So when it used to say take 2 weeks of dieting to start seeing, any kind of body changes, because it was early in my competitive career, now it takes like the first 6 weeks of dieting, I see nothing. Now, granted, I don't have to get as fat as I do either, but I'm still the victim. I see nothing. So, now I remember my point. So my point is, would I have fucked around like I did last week, say 4 weeks in? I started prep December 4th. Would I have done this in December? Absolutely not, because I know how my receptors are set up, and that wouldn't have been the time to play. Would I have done it in January? Absolutely not. February? Absolutely not. Now my body's responding, and as y'all can see how like every week I was getting 2 pounds. Now I'm in the groove. I don't have a hard time losing body fat, but what we're doing is very extreme, and what we're asking of our bodies is very extreme. So you really can't compare what your body would do in a normal circumstance, in a healthy circumstance, in a healthy, fit realm of doing things. This ain't nothing healthy about what we're doing. So, that being said, also my hormones are like off the chart right now. They're just out of, like, I've already lost my period, so there's a hormonal imbalance. I'm fat. Like, how you lose your period and you still fat? Like, the math ain't mathing. But again, it's because I've just been doing this so long, and the body just a mess. So where I'm going with this is these hot flashes are so ridiculous. Like, it's just getting offensive at this point. Like, I just sleep naked. There is just no point. And also where I'm going with that is so there's always a misunderstanding in the bed. Daddy think it's an invitation. I'm fighting for my life, and I just can't keep living like this, y'all. I really just can't keep living like this because he think it's an invitation, or I led him on. Why is you even looking over here this time of night? I cannot with these hot flashes. Like, it is obnoxious. I just can't. I really just hate my whole existence. Okay, that's really all I want to talk about. But the takeaway, if you're getting to a point where you've been competing for anywhere from, let's say, 3 to 6 years, and you're finding that your preps starting point are just getting further and further out from when you actually start seeing changes, like, you don't start seeing anything happen to the body until like 4 to 6 weeks of dieting, I would consider taking a break. Don't be like me and be hard-headed till you're to the point where you almost have to take a 2-year break to kind of reset everything, to where you could somewhat have a healthy prep. My preps are beyond not healthy at this point, but hey, I'm old. I'm just living my best life, so we YOLOing over here. But I am taking a break after this. The plan is just to compete in April, but again, I am trying to knock out 3 shows. But I'm already in shape, so what harm is done. I'm actually thinking about Toronto Pro. We shall see, because I kind of want to go to Canada. So, and if I stay skinny, I might be able to swing that. But I don't foresee myself competing past the summer. I don't see it, but we shall see. is to put the salt-free Mrs. Dash on while it's on like the last 5 minutes in the air fryer, and it give it a nice crispy, almost fried like texture. And since I finished my water, I will be having a Sprite Zero. Good morning, good people. So I think I'm gonna try to do a full day of like timelines. People always ask me, why do you get up so early? How do you get up so early? Number one, I don't really require a lot of sleep. So if you're a person that requires a lot of sleep to function, I don't recommend it. I personally don't. As long as I get 5 hours of sleep, I'm good as gold. So as y'all saw, my alarm goes off at 1:45. I get up. If I'm lucky, if it's a good day, I get to go number 2. Today's a good day. I actually started my period, which I did not get one for February, so I guess I'm getting one for March. It could be the carb surge that I had in Vegas that made that come on. Either way, it's here. We'll embrace it. It's 2:20 now. I will typically get to the gym at about 2:45. I leave the gym. I get in the sauna at about 4:15. I leave the gym at about 4:30, 4:35. I come home. Although I meal prep, I actually separate the foods, weigh it out, whatever for the day. I'm in the shower by 5:30. I'm dressed and out the door by 6:05 at the latest. I have to be at work for 6:30. We do 10-hour days because we get every other Friday off. So I work from 6:30 to 4:30. So it's an 11-hour day, but we work, oh no, it's a 10-hour day, we work 9 hours. Well, however it works, whatever. I work 6:30 to 4:30. So, and I take my lunch break at 11:30, around 2. So, yeah, I'm about to brush my teeth and get this party started. I also prefer this hour in the gym because I don't like people, especially in the gym. I like to superset everything. I despise sharing machines. Another way I get my steps in is I like to kind of superset and not put things far, but put things far enough to where there is some steps in between my sets. I jump rope and I like to either walking lunge, walking sidewalks with the band. I again like to go from like the hip thrust to the hack. Like I like to walk in between my sets. It helps get the steps up. So I'm kind of a busybody, so I like to be moving in the gym. And so if it's a crowded gym, you just can't do that kind of stuff. So for me, it works. I understand why it doesn't for a lot of people, but for me, even on weekends when I don't set an alarm, my biological clock wakes up at like 3. So I'm just a morning person, and as y'all see, it takes me no time to get in the mood. So see y'all at the gym. All right, guys, so it is 4:11. We are done with 50 minutes of cardio, and back today, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 exercises, 4 sets of 10 to 12. So now I'm in the sauna, and I will stay here till 4:30, and then I will head home. So really quick, there's been a lot of like chatter going on with Samson leaving Milos, Phoebe leaving Adam, blah, blah, blah. And so I've been having a lot of talks in my DMs about people leaving coaches, why, when is it time, blah, blah, blah. This hernia. So, okay, so everybody's different. So I'm gonna speak on myself. I've mentioned one day, if this video isn't too long, maybe this video, I'll sit back and I'll talk to y'all about like my history and how long I've been competing and all the coaches I've had, blah, blah, blah. But for me,
when it comes to coaching, it is a very subjective thing. And number one, you really have to agree with their philosophy. And then number two, for me, there has to be, because I've been doing this so long, I'm a since retired coach myself, I have my own team. I have to feel. I'm not saying it has to be true. I just have to feel you know more than me. There has to be a level of respect there for me to feel comfortable giving you those reins. And then I have to not fear you, but there has to be a level of respect there that I don't want to disappoint you. And if those two most important elements aren't there, if I don't fear you and I don't feel you know more than me, then it's not going to be a successful partnership. And that's exactly what it is. I was with my two longest stints of coaches I was with Bombshell. Bombshell was my first. I coached myself in the beginning of my competitive career, and then I went to Bombshell. Bombshell, I was with them for like 3.5 years. The only reason why I left at that time was I took a 2-year break from competing, and then when I came back, I coached myself for the first 2 shows. I wasn't sure, because I was coaching other people, but I wasn't sure if I was ready to come back or if I wanted to continue to compete. And when I came back, I got the bug, and then I hired Damon. I was with Damon for 8 years, and so. Of course, that became a friendship. It became all the things. But for me, it was time to go when we knew each other so well that we started guessing what the other one would say. I'm like, I'm just going to do this because I know this is what he's going to say next. Or he's like, if he learned something new or had other clients doing other things because he knows me so well, he's like, Shonte ain't gonna act right, I'm not even gonna tell her. And then I find out from another client that he's got them doing this. I'm like, why you didn't tell me? And he was like, because you're gonna bitch about it and I ain't got time. So it's like, at this point, he got me my pro card. I had a very successful run with him. We're still cool to this day, but the coaching aspect of that relationship, it was just time to go. And it's funny because like the first 4 years, like he used to tell me like I'm like his white clients. He was like, my black clients, they love their off days. He's like, you're such a white girl. I do not subscribe to off days. And so he would be like, we would like fuss about or, tip a little bit about, he would want me to take off days. And so towards the end of my years with him, probably the year I turned pro, 2017. I was shocked that he wasn't fussing with me to take an off day or whatever. He was like, I've just come to realize that it makes you more anxious to take an off day, so I'd rather just let you run amok and I just feed you accordingly, just feed you more. Because I don't like to take off days. I like to just be a hot ass mess. And so he just had to adjust his philosophy to it. Now Justin don't really believe in off days, but this go round, I was happy. I happily listened when he was like, because I like to train the Friday before competing on Saturday. And Damien used to let me, because like Daddy say, because you weigh him down. If he say no, you harass the poor man all day to where he just cave and just give you what you want. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to do that with Justin. Justin don't really have a personality where I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that because he ain't got time. But he's like, my clients don't train on the day before they compete. I'm like, oh. Okay, so I listened, but I think going forward, I'm gonna be like, can we talk about this? I don't want to do that. But so for me, it's like I said, it's time to go when you get to that point where you're just so comfortable with each other that you lose a little bit of that professionalism, and that's kind of where me and Damon was. So him and Justin's philosophy isn't that different. However, Damon's preference on my body was closer to what Sandy likes to see. Sandy likes me a little bit fat, I ain't gonna lie. Damon preferred that look on me too. That wasn't my preference though. I kind of like the look Gary and Tyler like on me. And so, and Justin liked me even more crackhead than that, which is, I'd rather do that than be on the more fluffier side. Because, I'm 5'8.5", but my limbs are long for my height. And so my legs are long, my arms are abnormally long. So fuller, probably does. I can see it's very subjective. I can see how that may be more attractive to some people, whatever on me. But me, I like a good crackhead, honey. So that is that difference. And like I said, towards the end, when the bikini standards started changing, I started preferring that look. So I started working with Renee, because she liked me a little leaner too. And so Damon kind of was cool with that. And he was like, y'all do y'all thing, and then I'll just check in and, you know, make sure y'all ain't doing too much over there. And so that was cool. Just, again, never be afraid to leave. Try not to burn any bridges, but now if the coach is a mess, then listen, you gotta do what you gotta do. But try not to burn no bridges. But to me, I truly feel like when that professionalism has left the scene, to where you either are just too comfortable, and there's not a level of fear is not the right word. It's all I can think of right now in my prep brain. Fear of disappointing the coach, the not knowing the end goal and knowing the look. Like, it got me and Damon got so down to a pack. Like, I knew what week I'm supposed to look like, to what he was going to expect. Like, to me, once you get to that point, it's probably best to just go ahead and if you're no longer being successful, now if you miss Olympian, you keep winning, bitch, please keep following the process. But just, I don't know, just a little food for thought. But we are 7 minutes into this conversation, so I'm about to get off and enjoy this sauna.
Right, you little sexy monsters, we are home. It is 4:49. I am going to prepare my meals for the day. I have to be in the shower by 5:30. Let me show y'all my something that came in from Amazon really quick. I ordered some L-carnitine. I don't know that I've ever had Nutricost's brand, but I like their brand, so I just figured I'd try it. A serving is 1 gram. I don't know why I told y'all that, but there you go. I ran out of DIM. So L-carnitine aids in fat burning. So I put a scoop in my round 1 and round 2 go-go juice. DIM it helps increase your natural testosterone levels. And I typically take this with my meal 2, which is before round 2. Not that that matters, I'm just telling you. And then I got another pack of electrolytes, and this is the Ultima Replenisher Zero Sugar brand. It's zero everything, 0 carbs, fat, everything, 0 calories. Now I'm going to prepare my meals and get ready for work. The reason why I'm telling y'all my timeline, because I always get asked, like, why do you wake up so early? Like, what are you doing that you got to wake up at 1:45? Number 1, I'm crazy. Number 2, literally, like, I'm doing shit. Like, the morning is going, the time flies. So I don't like to be like flying by the seat of my pants and like rushing to do everything. I like to, you know, kind of take my time, get my meals together, and just kind of move with ease. And so, and I just don't require a lot of sleep. Don't forget that caveat. If you require sleep, bitch, get your sleep. Okay, good people. I think I told y'all I started my period this morning. So some of the fluff and water weight is obviously coming from that as well. So even though I started my period this morning, I'm going to continue with my extra cardio, defluffing cardio. So this morning I was 141.8. I'm trying to be 137.6 by Saturday. I was trying to be 139.6 tomorrow. We'll see. This is day 1 of the period, so I might still be holding till like Thursday. What else is I going to tell y'all? So that's that. So recap, I think yesterday I was 141 even. Today I'm 141.8. I think it'll go down tomorrow. I don't foresee it going up. And yesterday I did 50 minutes of cardio in the morning, 55 on my lunch break, and I did 30 minutes on the elliptical when I got home. So that's kind of where we are on Operation Defluff. We're not going to let this period water get us discouraged. The defluffing is working. I can see it. It's working. So just stick with your girl. Don't give up on me just yet. So that's it for now. I'm gonna finish out the day, and I kind of owe an episode. We're at 150 views, so I'm probably gonna finish out the day and then close it out and get it up. Okay, girl. So guys, I'm updating my prep journal, and I've showed y'all this before, kind of how I do everything. So I write my macros at the top, and then I put my goal weight over here, and then I track my daily workouts and calories burned, my steps, my macros, my cardio, and whether I had a bowel movement or not, because I'm not a regular person. So yesterday I did, my watch went dead when I got home, so it didn't count last night's cardio. So I just added 300 to the workouts. Calories burned. So I burned 1,619 calories at just workouts. That's not living calories. And my steps was 16,616. That's not including the 30 minutes of cardio. So I better be skinny by Saturday is where I'm going with this. So we are on our way to go through round 2. Let me make this light. Hold on, sis, gotta focus. All right, my girl Aurelia just dropped a YouTube, so I have that to watch. So in the spirit of that, let me get this one up. Go ahead and close it because it's already at 34 minutes and it's already edited. I just need to do this outro. So, and I'm keeping my word. So, I appreciate you. Keep the views coming, keep the support at the level that y'all are supporting, because I truly appreciate you. And I will see y'all in the next episode. Let's go. We're about to be, whew, shit. We are 3 weeks out. We're about to be 2 weeks out. So we're gonna see what Justin say this weekend in person. Are we 2 weeks out? Or are we, Wasatches would be 4 weeks out. I think it's 2 weeks after Charlotte Pro. So we're gonna find out, y'all. So let's just keep these vlogs going and coming, and let's get to 150 views, and I will drop the next episode. See y'all soon.